Good morning students. Today we are going to learn unit number 4 and 4.1, the weight. Poem name is the weight. What is the meaning of the weight? The doctor for the animals and birds. The veterinarian's short form is a vet. First I will read this poem and then I will give you explanation about this poem. To be the successful and competent vet needs to knowledge of exceedingly wide for of each of the patients he is likely to get possesses a different insight. He must know why the cat is refusing her milk, why the dog is not eating his bone, why the coat of the horse is not shining like a silk, why the parrots does not nothing grown, why the ducks and the chickens are failing to lay, why so faint the canary birds sing, and if he is called to zoo, he must say an incredible number of things. If the lions catch a cold, if the zebras getting older, if the centipede has trouble with his feet, in this hippos feeling ill, if the bisons got a chill, if the Arctic fox is suffering from heat, if some virulent diseases has attacked the chimpanzees, if the tortoise has not stirred for the several years, if the bears too full of the bones, if the cobras eat her son, if the panthers has wife who chew his ear, if giraffe has have had a teeth and their necks are failing still, if hyenas will not laugh at keeper jokes, if the monkey pinched his tail, if the rhinos looked pale, if the elephant eat paper bag and choke, if the camels hurt his hump, if the kangaroos will not jump, if the crocodile turn cannibals and bite, they runs away get that omniscient the weight and accept him put everything to right. Profoundly the pity the weight who must learn such very great deals for his pay. My son, I advise you most strongly to earn your living an easier way. Don't attempt to attend the zoological crowds. A far more advisable plan it is to call yourself doctor and so be allowed to treat the illness of the man. I will give to you hard words. Competence means you know the meaning of the vet, that means veterinarian, a doctor of animals of a bird, and competence means to having a very good knowledge of ability. Next word is exceedingly means very much or more, a different inside. What is the here the meaning of a different inside? Different inside means to different type of size of organ inside the body. Then next hard word here given the groan means to a sound of pain. Groan means to incredible means to unbelievables. Then centipedes means small long thin creature with many legs, that means the creature who was a small legs, small or long many legs, small or long thin creature who is with many legs. Violence means caused by virus, and stirred means to hear meaning of move, stir, movement. A stiff means to quarrel. Keepers, here meaning of the keepers is the zookeepers. The cannibals means to one who eat the human flesh. Omniscient means one who know all and everything. That means omniscient means the one who is know about the all and everything. Then profoundly means greatly, deeply. Then we start the poem. Here the first stanza. To be the successful and competent sweat need knowledge of exceedingly wide for each of the patient. He is likely to get possess a different insight. That means in this poem, in this poem, poet, in this famous poem, this famous poem, and in this poem, poet tell us that the life is about the this is the famous poem, the witty and humorous poem. Poet at the end gives some light-hearted advice to the readers. That means in this poem, lastly poet give the advice to the readers. First, to be the successful and competent sweat needs knowledge of exceedingly wide for each of the patients. He is like to get possesses a different insight. That means this poem is a witty and light-hearted poem. This poem begins with a saying that one wants to be the successful and capable veterans. One needs to have extremely wide knowledge for each patient. That is the vet gets has a different types and size of organ in the body. Different insight means to different type of size of organ inside the body. That means in this stanza poet tell about the one needs to have extremely wide knowledge for each patient that vet get the different type and size organ in the body. Second stanza, he must know why the cat is refusing her milk, why the dog is not eating his bone, why the coat of the horse is not shining like a silk. That means the vet has to know why the cat refused to drink milk, or the dog refused to eat his own bones. He must know why the coat of the horse is not shining silkly, or why the parrot does not nothing else but a groan. That means here why the parrot does not nothing but a groan. Groans means here meaning a sound of pain. That means in this poem tell about the vet has know why it must know why his cat is refusing her milk. That means here poet tell about the why the cat refusing here drinking milk, or the dog refuse the not eating his own bones, why the coat of the horse is not shining. That means why the coat of the horse is not shining silkly, and why next why the parrot does not nothing else but a groan means to a sound of pains. That means parrot does not nothing else of a sound of pain. Then third stanza, why the ducks and the chickens are failing to lay, why so faint the canary's bird sings, and if he called to the zoo, he must say an incredible number of things. That means next here poet tell about the duck. He must know why the ducks and the hens are not laying eggs. That means here ducks and hens are not laying eggs, and why the canary sings so softly. If he called the zoo, that means it is called to zoo. He has a lot of patience and an unbelievable number of things to be said. Incredibles means number of things. Unbelievable number of things. Then if the lions caught a cold, if the zebra's getting older, if the centipede has a trouble with his feet, if the hippo's feeling ill, if the bison's got a chill, if arctic fox is suffering from the heat. Here centipedes means the animal, small animal or thin animal with many legs or many legs. And bison means a type of American buffalo. That means next stanza poets tell about if the lion scotch a colder or the zebra has a old age problems. If the centipede, that means centipede means the small leg thin creature with the many legs has a trouble with his feet, or the hippopotamus is feeling ill. If the bisons means American buffalo is a feeling uh, chilled or cold, or the Arctic fox is suffering from the heat, the weight is called. Then if some violent diseases has attacked the chimpanzees, if the tortoise has not stirred for several years, if bears too full of burns, if the cobras eats her son, if the panthers has a wife who chew his ear, if giraffe has older steep and their necks are failing sheaves. Violence means to caused by virus. That means here next stanza would say some deadly diseases has spread among the chimpanzees, or the tortoise has not moved for the several years, if the bears has eaten too many buns, or the cobras has eaten her babies, or the female panthers chew the ears of her mate, the weight is called. Next, giraffe have a steep and their necks are feeling stiff. That means here the next line, if the giraffe have had a steep and their necks are feeling steep, that means here the giraffe have had a quarrels and now have a steep neck. And next, if hyenas will not laugh at the keepers, here meaning of keeper, zookeepers jokes, if monkeys pinched his tail, the rhinos looked pale. That means the giraffe have had a quarrel and the now have a stiff neck. If the hyenas will not laugh when the zookeeper cracks jokes, if the monkey has pinched his tail, or the rhinoceros is looking pale, or the elephant has eaten paper bags and chalks, the weight is called. That means weight is called. Then next line, if the camel hurt hums, if the kangaroos won't jump, if the crocodiles turn cannibals and bite, then run away to get this omniscient the weight, and accept with him to put everything is right. That means in this stanza poets tell about if the camel has hurt its humps, the kangaroos won't jump, if the crocodiles turn into the man-eaters and bites, the people at zoo runs off and get wet, who accepted to know everything and who is accepted to cure everything. Profoundly I pity the vet. We must learn such a very great deals for his pay. My son, I advise you most strongly to earn your living on easier way. Don't attempt to attend the zoological crowd. A far more advised plan it is to call yourself doctor and so be allowed to treat the illness of man. That means in this last stanza, poet tell about the poet greatly pities the vet who has the learner such a great deals for the pay he gets. The poet strongly advises the readers to earn his living in a easier way, and easier way which is the way the poet strongly advises the readers to earn his living in a easier way. His advice is not to attend to the animals. Far better plans, say he, would be call the oneself a doctor and attend the illness of human being. That means last stanza the poet who was gave the advice to the readers, which is the advice gave the gave the poet, they you are, or the call oneself a doctor attend to the illness of human thing. That means you becoming a doctor of human, and